Deep Victorian glass panels slide back in the summer, letting the sunroom open directly into my new garden.
I see. And in the winter you close them and have an indoor garden in the sunroom.
Derek, is it necessary for us to leave right away?
Yes, dear. My work is stacking up, and my clients will wait forever.
I know, but I'm worried about Mother. The funeral took all the strength she had. I can't go and leave her alone in such despondency.
She won't be alone, Drusilla. Madeline and I are still here.
But you're at the university most of the time, and Madeline is not much help to Mother.
Why do you think that?
She's so indifferent. She won't talk.
I think you misunderstand her. She is making a brave attempt to adjust to the inevitable.
Oh, Dad, you always insist on believing the best in everyone. But however it is, Madeline is no help, and I don't want to leave Mother.
Why couldn't your mother come with us? And Madeline, a change would be good for her, too.
That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of it? But what about Dad? He would be alone.
You just said I spend most of my time at the university. And Mrs. Burgess takes excellent care of the house when we call for her services. There's not a thing to worry about. And I'm sure getting Mother away for a while will be best.
I know she'll love our place on the boulevard. Derek has a friend who works at the Disney Studios who could show us around. If Madeline wants to go to college, we can help her towards a career.
Now that you've decided to go, dear, get packed so we can be on our way. Make your plans for entertainment while we are driving.
I'm glad our new car is big and comfortable. We'll enjoy every minute and make Mother forget.
I just can't figure it out.
The sunroom?
No. Why things happen? Conrad is such a good lad. Why did he get mixed up with those people and lose his life so suddenly?
His death was an accident. It could have happened anywhere, I suppose.
Perhaps. But the religion, it's so
Religion is a personal thing. I'd not deny a man the right to follow his own God.
Did he say much to you about it?
His views might seem too idealistic for some people.
What did he talk about? He must have said something.
World conditions, for one thing. These people believe that God is ready to clean up the earth and are trying to prepare for it.
And how do they propose to do that?
By cleaning up their own lives first, turning their backs on the unwholesome things of modern Babylon.
Well, how do you feel about it?
A person could be philosophical and find reasons to not believe.
And, on the other hand, like the poet Keats said, philosophy will clip an angel's wings, conquer all mystery by rolling lines, empty the haunted air and gnome's mind, unweave a rainbow.
Unweave a rainbow. Not I. If these people are divinely directed, they shall succeed. But if not, they will soon be forgotten.
Correct, Dr. Carter. Now where was I? Oh yes, the sunroom.
Dad, Drew insists we're going with her. Mother wants to talk to you about the arrangements.
You'll excuse me, Derek.
Certainly. And I hope you'll help her to decide quickly. We should be on our way.
Oh, Drew has all the plans made. Mother just wants to make sure Dad is comfortable.
You are going with us, aren't you?
I suppose so. Drew's packing for me. She says I won't need much, since she plans to take me shopping.
You seem less than enthusiastic.
I'm sorry, I never was very good at pretending.
Don't you want to go?
For Drew's sake, I do. She tries so awfully hard to be nice to me, and I want to show her appreciation.
But for your own sake, you'd rather not go?
When the struggle is for self-mastery, I don't suppose it matters whether one stays or goes.
I think it does. A brief change of environment makes a difference.
But when I come back here, I'll still have the same problems to face.
Sometimes on my drawing board, I struggle with a plan and can't get it to work out right until I take a fresh piece of paper and start all over again. like taking a rest. That's what you need, Madeline. A rest. Sounds like you're having company. I'll go hurry the packing.
Are you here alone? No, the family is busy packing. We're going away.
Away? Some very interesting place?
To the coast. Drew has a lovely home overlooking the city, and she plans to dazzle Mother and me with the splendor of the world.
I'm glad she's looking out for you. I won't worry then.
What's there to worry about?
We are on our way home, Greg and I. And we thought perhaps, but goodness, we couldn't offer any diversion as splendid as your sister can.
Well,
I really hope you find happiness. I only wish we could help.
If you're concerned about the things I said, please forgive me.
It's just that there's something you need to know.
If it has to do with Con, I'd rather keep my memories as they are.
All right, Madeline. But please come and visit us sometime, whenever you can. Our home is nothing like you're used to, just a two-room cabin. But we find a world of happiness there.
Thanks, and always feel welcome here.
Well, Greg's waiting out in the car. Bye.
Why didn't he come in with you?
He thought perhaps you'd rather not see him.
I was unkind and ungrateful. I'm sorry, you can tell him.
You wouldn't care to come and tell him yourself?
No.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Madeline, did you entertain Junior while I finish getting Mother ready? Time? But he's not interested. He knows we're in a hurry.
Come to Aunt Madeline. You don't look too pleased, little one. Don't tell me you're having troubles, too. You know, Uncle Con said if you have troubles, you should sing. Even if you have to make it up, just sing. When you need to be happy, start singing a song. There's really no matter if notes come out wrong. Just make a beginning and more comes along. Nothing of the dark shadows away. Is no song familiar quite meets with your needs? There's music uncaptured if you but keep a melody grows if you just plant the seed. And how can unhappiness stay? When your burdens are heavy, just cast them afar. Don't let them be mastered, but show them you are. Let song be your weapon and your guiding star. For troubles don't really belong. Just sing even though you would much rather cry. I know you'll believe me if you but try. La 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 la. But so you never fully stop. Junior, just help me find a solution to my problem that you'll probably not understand, so I'll not bother you with it.
I'll take him now, while you get your things.
Derek, perhaps you can help me explain.
Explain what?
Any way I try to say it, it'll come out wrong, but I just can't go with you.
You are sad and confused now, but keeping it to yourself won't help. Come on. The big city and its interesting sights will be a pleasant change.
No, it's the basic difference between Drew and me. You know nothing cheers Drew up like a new dress. She wants to do all that she can in a way that she knows how. But clothes are such a minor thing with me. I'd have to pretend enthusiasm, and I couldn't be myself till I came back home.
There are many arguments in favor of your coming, but somehow I can't make you see them.
You'll help them understand then?
I'll do my best. But what will you do if you stay?
I decided to study music. To keep busy is what I need most.
You're sure that's what you want?
At least let me try.
If you change your mind, you can hop a bus and come along any time.
After what a bus did to you, you'd advise that?
Isn't life a risk? I'll go tell the folks your decision and see if we can avoid an argument.
Thanks. And if Priscilla doesn't appreciate you from now on, let me know and I'll give her a lecture.
I'll remember that.
But there's only one who really understood.
Madeline, is there any way I can persuade you to change your mind about staying?
Please believe that I appreciate your offer, but I want to make something worthwhile of my life. I've decided to study music.
You will write regularly and let us know how things are.
Yes, of course. Just see that Mother has a good time.
Madeline, darling, why don't you come with us? I'm afraid you'll be lonely here.
I plan to be too busy to be lonely, Mother. Have a good time. Besides, Dad really needs someone to look after him.
Yes, that is the reason I'm reconciled to your staying. I'll feel better about leaving him if you stay too.
Have a nice time. Goodbye.
Take care of things for me, dear.
Bye.
Goodbye, Madeline.
Goodbye.
Remember, if you change your mind, you can come along any time.
Thanks. Have a safe trip. The house does seem quiet and empty now that they're gone, but I just couldn't enjoy Drew's way of life even for a few weeks. A day or two perhaps, but no more. I tried to picture how it would be. Derek is making excellent money, and Drew would offer me anything money could buy. Clothes, education, even a chance for a career in Hollywood.
But that's not what you want, is it?
Con said we should come out of the world.
If that is your preference, you should have accepted Martha's invitation to visit her. That's the most out-of-the-world place I know of.
But I couldn't.
Think about it. If you decide you'd like to go, I can take you down. I'd rather like to see the place myself. Get off the window, you know.
you her. You don't make cherry pie mid out first the pitch you take from the cherries. But she say, her kids don't mind. They swallow them anyhow.
Oh, yuck. But wouldn't they get appendicitis or something?
Not her kids. They got gizzard like chicken. That's Samson. He make their mit my Billy. You know what he do?
What?
He say, Billy, I bet you that I swallow live hoppergrass.
What did Willie say to that?
He say, I bet you, my harmonic organ mouth, you can't. Mid off first, you pull off their legs.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? He swallowed it. Hook sink and liner and legs also.
How awful.
Oh, it wasn't so bad. It was only little hoppergrass.
Sister Kleinfeld, you're making my ribs hurt.
Oh, you be careful you don't break something. Pretty soon supper time. Better I go.
Thank you, dearie. I'll get a pan. Thank you for the vegetables, Aunt Frida.
Yours they'll come. And don't forget, this Rutenberger, you cook soft and mash mint potatoes to upcover strong taste.
Thanks for visiting.
Goodbye, dearie.
Goodbye. Nice knowing you.
Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye. Bye. I haven't laughed so hard in ages.
It's good for you. I'm glad you decided to come.
It has been fun and different than what I expected. And I'm relieved Greg is away working.
Do you still feel resentful?
No, I just feel ashamed of the way I treated him.
Greg is very understanding. Just forget it ever happened.
That's easier to say than do.
Remember, repentance is the principle of progress.
But how can I forget all the foolish things I've done?
You have to forgive yourself first. And one step at a time will take you 1,000 miles if you keep going long enough.
Well, I'm certainly not going very far with your sewing. I'll never finish at this rate.
I'm home, honey.
It's Greg. Madeline's been here since Tuesday. She's been studying hard and needed a vacation.
Doesn't look like she's giving you much of a vacation.
It's a rest to work with my hands rather than my mind.
Your grip has improved. She's a good one to keep folks busy, doing things for her.
Greg, I don't ask much of you.
She is quite independent at times, which comes in handy.
Don't take off your coat yet.
Why?
The water bucket is nearly empty.
I'll fill it just as soon as I wash up.
If I'd known you'd be coming home tonight, I'd prepared something besides soup for dinner.
Just so it's warm and you didn't leave out the salt. I won't complain about it. Madeline, is this your first trip into our territory?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
The people or the scenery?
Which interests you most?
I've always loved mountains, but there's something different here.
The people, perhaps?
Something that could have been here before the people.
You should see it in the summer to find what you want to describe. The mountains seem alive as the sun moves across the sky. Shadows and outlines constantly change. You can almost feel yourself move with the breathing of the earth.
but you're never sure if it's the earth that moves or the beating of your heart. It is a hidden something.
It sounds exciting.
We feel the influence of the people from the past.
Stories of the Book of Mormon seem more real here than anywhere else.
Do you think some of the Book of Mormon events might have happened here?
The air certainly has that feeling. Sometimes when the sky is so clear, you can almost hear the hills whispering about things they've seen in days past.
Along the cliffs there runs a whisper. On the wind there rides a sigh. For the hills are telling secrets of the land in days gone by. Though there's silence in the sunlight hidden, thunder binds the air, and the earth conceals the trembling of the waiting power there. For the mountains know the story of the stone cut without end, that from them shall go forth rolling, till it covers many lands. And they know of people scattered, driven from the lands they knew. And they know of desolation, where once an Eden grew. And they know the ancient promise on this land of liberty, that a faith as ancient Jared shall again declare them free. And the desert that has witnessed elements in conflict knows of the word of Lord and prophet, it shall blossom as a rose. For the cliffs in shining glory send their song across the plain, for at last a few shall hear them and reply in song again.
It's like a challenge,
You think so?
and frightening to anyone who might not feel they were a part of it.
Yes, it would be.
Don't try to sew anymore. It's getting too dark. And if we had some fresh water...
I'll get the water.
I didn't get much done for you.
Oh, well, there's always tomorrow.
I think tomorrow I'd better be going home.
You haven't mentioned leaving so soon. I thought you were enjoying it here.
I have enjoyed it too much. I let myself forget that I am only a visitor. The people here all hold a place in the community pattern. It holds you in its spell until you realize it is someone else's life you've been enjoying, not your own.
The work of God has a place for everyone who wants to be in it. Is it because Greg came?
I just feel that I have imposed on you long enough.
Friends don't impose. They just take turns helping. You don't have to go, do you, Madeline?
You can't know how it feels not to belong here. I think you would be willing to share your home, everything you had, if you thought it would help.
Would it, Madeline?
If there were just you and I.
Oh, Madeline.
I've dreamed long enough. It's time to go home and face reality again. Don't be disappointed. You've done all you could to make me happy. But some things you can't do anything about.
No. Every soul is free to choose his life and what he'll be.
That God will force no man's rest.
Greg.
This guy going all right?
Someone ought to go after the milk before it gets much darker.
I will.
Thank you, but we don't make our company do all the work around here.
Please, I'd like to. I need to walk.
We have got to have a united people. Do you realize it took Enoch 300 years to train his people up to where the Lord could lift them out of this celestial condition? We haven't that much time.
Is it possible to meet the deadline?
Somebody is going to do it, and it might as well be us.
I have to admire your spirit.
But we have a lot of work to do yet.
Hi, Dad. Hello, Brother Kent.
Hello, Madeline. What do you think of our little village by now?
I've had a nice visit, but I'd like to go home now.
So Gregory has told you
Told me what?
about your brother's wishes for you.
He has told me nothing.
I see. I thought perhaps you couldn't accept it, and that is why you wanted to leave.
What do you mean?
Conrad was very much concerned about your future. You see, he had a premonition that he would be leaving, and he wanted you to know that the Lord has revealed where you belong.
He was pleased with the answer, but the decision is yours to make, Madeline.
Do you mean?
He is offering you eternity, Madeline. I hope you won't unweave your rainbow. You can let me know in the morning if you still want to leave.
I'll let you know.
We can't do it for her, but our prayers will definitely help. I'll be working up on the ditch in the morning. If we're going to make this valley blossom, we've definitely got to have more water.
These experiences help us to understand in a small way what our Savior found among men. Think of his hopeful watching to see who would accept his gospel and who would turn aside from it.
Free agency is a mighty and fearful thing.
But a testimony is something you cannot give to another. You have to wait until they find it for themselves.
Sorry I was so long. I thought you'd be through with supper. You weren't long. Do you think we'd have it without waiting for you? Martha, I've been thinking about the things Con said, and the things you said fall into the same pattern. Remember when I told you I'd never marry, because there was no man I could depend on, as I did Con? Yes, I remember. You knew then it was not the way he wanted it. You both knew. Must have known all the time. He told you to tell me, but I'm so thankful you waited. Would you mind telling us why? Because I had to be free first, of the burden I was carrying.
And what was that burden?
Unbelief. I loved Con, but I could not accept what he was trying to teach me.
Well, have you cause to feel differently now?
After the Lord took Con away, I realized Con had been trying to teach me that our Heavenly Father wants us to love Him and honor His priesthood above all things, even man.
Well, man is not without the woman.
Yes, but we must learn to love God first. And after that, I'm sure it would be easy to learn to love the man He has chosen for me. Make of my soul my life upon thine altar. Indulge thy spirit as thy need of me. And from the barren prison of aloneness, upon progression's highway set me free. Fearing not the promised pain and sorrow, for 'tis known that trials every place, and in time will rise His righteous promise, through our Savior's sweet redeeming grace. Without the power bestowed upon me, strength of the gods that flows through mortal man, my all is nothing. I pray accept me, and let me rise with thee to see our Lord again. For us shall be not but the kingdom, in all this world and through the vast domain. Though here we roam as exiles from His presence, yet we shall see His glory come to reign.
Life holds a task no people born before us has need to face, for God has planned to send His living strength into His mortal children, to free the earth, her veil of darkness rend. Courage for in fierceness look before us, centuries of earth have gained, and we so much need the blessings offered, for in unity is strength obtained, and with the power bestowed upon me, strength of the gods that flows through mortal men, my heart